The first week of freshman year, I ran into a girl with a body that could stop traffic. I told her my family was so broke we could only afford plain congee for every meal. She said her house was so decrepit it rained indoors and they had to open umbrellas in the living room. Once we started dating, we haunted every buy one get one half off deal in town, fingers laced like con artist partners. Then I'd pivot, slide into my Lamborghini, and roar off while Sophia woke up on a memory foam waterbed in her Sterling mansion suite. At last, a black tie gala blew our double masquerade sky high. "One baby, you asleep?" The sweet, melodic voice drifting from my phone belonged to my girlfriend, Sophia. Our love story began a month earlier on a moonless, windy night. Determined to find real love in college, I'd friend every girl in the freshman WhatsApp group. Somewhere in the endless Instagram scroll, a full-body mirror selfie stopped me cold. After a week of shameless flirting, I bagged the celestial beauty herself, Sophia. But this was still cyberspace, and any self-respecting freshman has the survival instincts of a street cat. I built myself a cardboard persona, a bare-walled, ramen for Christmas charity case. Sophia and I queued for ranked matches nightly. When I saw her tear, my jaw hit the floor. She shrugged, "My roof has so many leaks I need a life vest indoors." We sold the family cows to pay tuition, so I boost accounts to survive. Fair enough. God giveth face, God taketh cash. To the day Sophia asked me out IRL, I decided to sell my performance until the balcony lights came on. Curtain up. "I'm actually crippled by inferiority," I sighed, eyes downcast. Looks upbeat, sure, but inside I'm a black hole of need. Poverty did that. Who could love gutter trash like me? Thank you for noticing I exist, but every time I fall harder, I tell myself, let it go, she'll only despise you later. Tada. Male green tea, freshly brewed. Sophia gazed at me like I was a wounded puppy. It's okay. I specialize in rescuing the downtrodden, pure charity of the heart. Even though life kicked me around, I'll never abandon you. Supposedly she'd just clocked out from a diner shift before sprinting over to confess. Holy halo, Batman, she's a pro. And just like that, our pixel romance stepped offline. 3. I ogled her tiny waist with manufactured awe. "Sophie, your abs have abs. Gym rat much?" Her smile flipped upside down. "Maze, you have no idea. I'm broke, no gym." This stomach was carved bussing tables mornings, cocktailing nights, tutoring weekends. I gulped. "Take care of yourself, okay? One day I'll strike it rich and spoil you rotten." She cocked an eyebrow. Looking forward to being kept, big bro first official date. She wore a $10 sundress that still looked runway ready. I rocked wrinkled shorts, bargain tee, and flip-flops stained with yesterday's coffee. After 2 hungry hours feeding mosquitoes in the park, we migrated to the mall. Outside a high-end jeweler, Sophia slowed, gaze snagged on a diamond choker. Afraid she'd feel small, I yanked her along. "Forget that stuff, only new money flashes rocks. Look at my $9 street style chain. Sexy, right?" I dangled the nickel-plated gold I'd bought for the occasion, ignoring the vault of heirlooms back home. "Sophia. Oh God, does she think I'm cheap?" "Relax, that's literally the role." "Arcade," she suggested, clearly trying to salvage my pride. "Tokens are $1 each," I groaned. "I bus tables all day for 60. Can't burn a shift on claw machines." "Wait, how would a waitress know token prices?" "Quick patch," another server told me. I've never actually been inside one. Sophia's eyes flickered, same realization. She must have seen couples posting photos and wanted the snapshot, but now remembered we couldn't swing it. I spared her. "Let's just window shop the entrance. She'll label me sensitive score." I almost teared up at my own kindness. "So, what do you cook?" I asked, changing lanes. Surely she could whip up something rustic and impressive. Silence. Then, plain congee. Tough review. I bit back laughter. "Mason, you grew up fending for yourself, bet you sling gourmet meals?" That was my line. I've never touched a pan, our Michelin-starred chef did that. If I stepped near a stove, the fire department would get a kick out of it. Sweet congee, I declared. That's my specialty. Crickets. Sophia burst out laughing. Kidding. I can plate a full banquet. For real? Scout's honor. Meanwhile I'm thinking, I really can't cook, we truly only had congee. For some classmates secretly filmed our tragedy date and dropped the clip in the freshman WhatsApp group. Chaos. 2024 and people still this poor? Broke boys shouldn't date. By the way, he's hot, I'll bankroll him. At least buy the girl one lollipop, stingy prince. I was typing a classy rebuttal when another bubble popped up. Oh, Dylan? He's my roommate. Super frugal in the dorm. But, never mind. Derek my roomie. Week 1 he'd tried to swap bunks so he could have the window. I declined. Cold War ever since. His tease hooked the chat. Spill, they demanded. Voice note 15 hesitant seconds. Dylan's family's dirt poor, but he sneaks back at 3 a.m. wearing designer tags. I thought his girlfriend bought them for him, but it turns out she's just as broke. Those few sentences instantly steered the entire chat's imagination. Coming back to the dorm after midnight wearing designer clothes? If he's so poor, there's no way that girlfriend in the video paid for them. Guys these days are so vain. Young men have so many tricks. How do you know he only has one girlfriend? Ha 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 ha. The group exploded in laughter, all dissecting me. Even my DMs started filling with people asking my nightly rate. Derek played the innocent White Lotus in the chat. Know the deadliest green tea? Don't be so hard on Mason. What if we've got him all wrong? Ellis, someone from a cushy background like yours can't imagine what people will do for money. That was Derek's sidekick singing his praises. Wow, Derek, the cars on your Instagram are sick. Are those your families? My dad's gift for my 18th birthday, Derek answered, voice dripping with smugness. In seconds the thread forgot about mocking me and switched to admiring Derek's feed, showering him with rainbow farts. I watched the circus coldly, not too bothered. I figured Derek was still salty about earlier and couldn't really cause a tsunami. 5 the next day. I turned down Sophia's date invite, telling her I was swamped bussing tables at a restaurant. The moment classes ended, my childhood bestie and roommate Connor and I slipped out of Eastbrook, shot straight to the mall, and swept up a mountain of designer clothes and bags. This one's nice, that one too, wrap it all. We shopped until our arms ached, giddy as kids. After the spree we strolled into a 5-star place where the average check hits 5 figures, ordered every signature dish, and stuffed ourselves silly. Mid-bite I glanced up and spotted a familiar silhouette. Killer curves, hair like a waterfall, kind of familiar. Then the silhouette turned, talking to someone beside her. Our eyes locked. No doubt about that face, even my toes knew it was Sophia. Crap, I'm officially dead. What do I do? What do I do? Can we still bolt? I muttered. Connor heard every word. Way too late to run. What's wrong? The caviar went bad? You see a monster? What do caviar and monsters have in common? This isn't an Ultraman episode. Before I could answer, the voice of doom rang out. Mason? Didn't you say you were waiting tables? 6 I averted my eyes until they landed on Connor. A light bulb flashed. I lunged, grabbed Connor's arm, and dropped to my knees. Sir, please humiliate me harder. You forced me into clothes I could never afford, made a lowly busboy sit and dine with you. I'm your clown for the night. Mock me more, please. Just don't forget the tip you promised. Totally ignoring Connor's bewildered face, I kept improvising, crying and hugging his thigh. Please stop tormenting me, mock me all you want, just spare me, wah. Chaos erupted. I seized the moment, yanked Sophia, and sprinted out. From that day on I secretly labeled myself Genius Drama King. Sophia was still indignant. For me, he forced you. Sigh, rich people love stomping on us poor folks' dignity. Eager to kill the topic, I trashed myself along with the rest. Then I eyed her head-to-toe designer outfit and the entourage she'd had seconds ago, suspicion poking me. What are you doing here? Who were those people? Sophia, you're right. The rich love using us as entertainment. That was my employer. He makes me be his personal assistant without ever giving me a raise. She bristled with righteous, helpless rage. We ended up in the lobby sipping free tea, happier than kids on Christmas. I sighed. I've never had water from a fancy hotel, so this is what it tastes like. Sophia blinked, sympathy flooding her face. When I'm rich, I'll buy you something way better. I pull in $1 or $2 a month from part-time gigs. She beamed at me, then added, a bit embarrassed, though my treat still won't beat lobby tea. I mentally high-fived myself. My pauper act was airtight. 7 later, when Connor learned I'd acquired a broke girlfriend and was playing poor to keep her company, evenly by couldn't spin tails like you aiming for orbit. Did you inherit the brain of the legendary? Thanks for the compliment, honored by the love. To protect my persona, I spammed Sophia daily, scrubbing dishes, sweeping floors, handing out flyers, pinching my nose, brushing toilets. Then I finally face-planted. Today, while custom ordering a dog mansion for my corgi, I still found time to text her, out delivering takeout. Babe, still loving you today, red heart. She shot back, just off work, where are you? I'll come right along, keep you company. This is what they call digging your own grave. I kept BSing, no, it's scorching out, I'd never let you bake. I am almost done. Don't come. I'll find you once I finish. Oh, plus a cute sticker for good measure. Couple takeout runs, romance that flirts with death. Then I turned and spotted Sophia at the Sterling gate. I decided offense was the best defense. Weren't you just off work? What brings you here? She stammered, then said, I tutor a kid in this neighborhood, so yeah, just off work. She fired back, aren't you delivering takeout? Yep, just dropped my last order. I lied without a twitch, perfect excuse, I thought. But the sales guy beside us, blind to the vibe, blurted, Sterling, that villa we viewed sits on the best plot. If you wait much longer, someone else will grab it. I'd bought countless properties through him. He knew exactly who I was and figured he was being helpful. Any other day, zero problem. But how the hell do I fix this now? Under Sophia's questioning stare, I forced calm. Go back, I'll call you. We walked toward the gate, me marching like a malfunctioning robot, clueless how to speak. Just as I considered coming clean, she looked at me with heartbreaking pity. Mason, I never realized you're this insecure. Me? She continued, it's okay, I'll work hard so you can actually live here one day. Mind blown. What script is she writing? Seeing me speechless, she added, you don't have to pose as a rich kid to tour villas. I get it, you feared I'd look down on you, so you lied about takeout. I understand. Sophia's imagination, Hollywood's loss. I dove into her arms, burying my face, wailing, you understand. I can't believe it. I'm the luckiest guy alive. Whimpering. Sophia patted my back gently. It's okay, I'm not laughing at you. I kept sobbing, soft and broken, leaning against her as we shuffled toward the gate. Good afternoon, Sterling. Back to view the house again? A security guard's voice rang out, bright and booming. I tugged Sophia faster. Have a good day, Sterling. The guard shouted even louder. Who's he talking to? Sophia asked, puzzled. I broke into a cold sweat. A golden retriever the size of a pony bounded over, jumping and twirling around me. The guard strolled up, beaming. See, Sterling? My dog remembers you even though you hardly visit. Even the gate dog knows me now? Under Sophia's sincere stare, I caved. I am just like you. Every time I come here I pretend to be rich, satisfies my vanity, you know. I sounded like I was confessing a capital crime. Sophia changed the subject. How'd you get here? Drove, I blurted. We stared at each other. An e-bike counts as a car. I mumbled. And you? I asked back. Thinking fast, she said, I hitched a ride with the sales guy. Give me a lift home on your little scooter? Perfect. This girl's a genius. Me. We circled the development for ages because it's so big I forgot where I parked. Finally, after lap N, we spotted a mountain bike with a cute little rear seat. Wait, wasn't it supposed to be an e-bike? My face locked in a constipated freeze. Haha, my bad, I rode the mountain bike today haha, Silence screamed. Suspicious? Me? Off the charts. The closer Sophia and I grew, the more I tested her. I rested my head on her shoulder, waved away the potato chip she offered, and said, I just read a novel guy's loaded, marries a village girl, saves her 15 years of struggle. Freeloader. St. Mary Complex. Sophia snorted, disgusted. So she detests the idea of marrying into money. Great, am I supposed to go foraging wild herbs with her? I brooded, gloom thick enough to slice. Seeing my mood, she probably feared I'd worry she'd dump her poor boyfriend. Mason, relax. I'll never marry a rich heir, only you. Her pledge sank my heart even lower. Back at the dorm, I pushed the door open just as Derek was heading out. He looked down his nose at me. See this shirt? LV's latest limited edition. You and your penniless girlfriend could slave your whole lives and still not afford the buttons. He pivoted on his polished Oxfords and strutted off. I stared after him, lost in thought. Roommate Han Meng figured my pride was crushed. Mason, we live within our means, just be ourselves, okay? Other roommate Zhang Wei fiddled with his plastic model and sniffed, some rich kid. Dude's basically a socialite flitting between heiresses like it's his job. Yesterday the Ma girl, today Vance's family must be bankrupt, sending him to keep rich cougars company. What actually puzzled me was that I'd tossed that exact LV shirt last month, one of a kind, global limited edition. Mine had been genuine, yet Derek's looked real too. While I frowned, Han Meng shoved a phone at me. Check it, Derek's new ride. His dad bought it so campus life wouldn't be too rough. On screen, my Lamborghini. Han Meng nudged me. What's up? Since when do you care about wheels? If I told you that car's mine, would you believe me? I asked, dead serious. Quit joking, Mason. He laughed it off. The Lamborghini was mine, I'd simply garaged it to keep my broke student story believable. And that shirt? I opened his Instagram, my watch, my sneakers, my limited edition gadgets paraded across his feed. Then I checked his closet, piles of designer cast-offs I'd told James to donate. Silence, tonight, is Cambridge. So Derek was cosplaying rich with my stuff and trashing my reputation while he did it. That's a line even my uncle's wife can't tolerate. 9 lately, a migraine of a problem landed on my desk. Right across the street from my brand new green Wilshire hotel, an equally luxe competitor flung open its doors, name almost identical, Green Windsor. Overnight we lost half our bookings. When my manager sobbed over profit margins, I waved a hand. They copy us? Fine, stay 2 nights, get 1 free. Next day. Manager, they're giving 2 nights free. Me. Then we slash prices 50%. Day 3. Manager, they smashed our lucky cat statue. This isn't about money anymore, it's war. I sat bolt upright at 2 a.m. Enough. Conventional tactics won't cage a madman, you out crazy him. Before my raid I vented to Sophie, ugh, maniac boss at work is driving me nuts. She should talk, she's the maniac. Sophia sighed in solidarity. Same. My new boss is a nightmare. Midnight, moonless. Black tactical hoodie, hood up, axe in hand, I slunk into Green Windsor. They want dirty? I'll replant their garden. One by one I chopped down every money tree plant in the lobby. Mission almost accomplished until I heard that honey-sweet voice, Sophia, plotting with the manager how to bury the rival hotel, my hotel, in red ink. Gnashing teeth, I slunk out, invisible. No private I needed. One Google search, Sophia, heir to Vance, freshly returned from London. Richer than my family. feigning poverty while she sabotaged me and murdered my lucky cat. A grudge no man can swallow. 10 For several days I played along, swallowing tasteless plain congee with Sophia. Finally, on a sun-drenched afternoon, devastatingly handsome me declared, "Baby, I can't face another bowl of congee today." Sophia had just woken up, her brain still booting. She sleepily hooked an arm around me. "Then let's order takeout today." Her soft, milky voice was almost illegally cute. "Takeout? Not happening." I kept hustling. "No way, two of us can't be that extravagant." Then what do we do?" "You cooked today. Didn't you brag you could whip up a whole feast?" I softened my tone, all seductive. "Okay, I'll go make it in a bit." She was clearly still half asleep. Sure enough, the next second Sophia's eyes snapped wide open. Before she could speak I jumped in. "Can't wait, it'll be delicious." I batted starry eyes at her. Cornered, she cycled through every facial expression and finally surrendered. "All right, Maze, I'll cook for you." Ha 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 ha. I did a secret victory dance. "Let's see how you wriggle out of this one." Sophia and I climbed onto my little e-bike and headed for the supermarket. Oh, wait, supermarkets are too pricey for us poor students. We rolled straight into Eastbrook instead. I gazed at her, touched beyond words. A real woman is the one who'll grocery shop with me whether we're rich or broke. Sophia. You're willing to hunt for veggies with me. That means you'll comfort me, respect me, protect me. I could feel Sophia, tenderly, staring at me. Here, take it. The veggie vendor cheerfully handed over a head of bok choy. All paid. Sophia lifted her phone. Your girlfriend's gorgeous, the uncle grinned. Thanks, uncle. I hoisted the basket in salute. What else did we need? What else could she make? You can do braised pork belly, right? Of course you can. I had the butcher slice and wrap the meat before she could protest. After a sweeping raid on the stalls. Back home, I tried to follow her into the kitchen to help, but she shoved me out. Stay out, go shower and leave everything to me. When you come back you'll see a banquet. Afraid I'd peek, she practically slammed the door, waving me off with a breezy no big deal. Then it's all yours. Can't rob her of her stage, let's see what act she puts on. Bam. Clatter. Explosions kept popping from the kitchen. Time to tease. What's up, babe? Need a hand? I'm coming. No. No. Stay outside. Do not come in. Panic and clangs overlapped. I spied through the crack. Total war zone. Let's watch how she wraps this up. 1 hour passed. 2 hours passed. Finally I cracked. You almost done, babe? Almost have some snacks and wait. I was lounging on the bed scrolling Instagram when I heard the front door open. Sophia? Who's that? Garbage collector, drifted back a guilty shout. Another half hour, then Angels saying, baby, dinner's ready. I stepped out to a table groaning with dishes, then peeked into the kitchen spotless. Try it, I slaved all day. Sophia sparkled. Only. I eyed the steamed base. Did we even buy fish? Sophia's face crumpled like she'd bitten a bitter gourd. I tasted a flake exactly like Wanxiang Road's private kitchen version. Looks like she'd phoned in reinforcements, swapped her disasters for the real deal. Crafty little devil. 11 The sun was blazing. Walking across campus I kept catching side-eye and whispers. Back at the dorm my roommates mobbed me. Mason, is the campus thing true? You're really dating a broke girl? And pimping yourself to a sugar mama? I blinked. What are you talking about? You haven't seen campus? One of them slowly recited the hot headline, #BrokeGirlDateNight, #he dumps brand secret sponsor. Then he shoved his phone in my face. The freshman WhatsApp ruckus had been minor, this time I detonated. Some clip channel had secretly filmed Sophia and me, then sliced the footage into a viral campus bomb. Clip 1, us happily guzzling free water outside a fancy restaurant. I've never had hotel water, more than $5 is impossible. Clip 2, me touring mansions in the Sterling. Who trailed us and edited this trash? The comment trench was on fire. Guy snags a poor GF while hooking a Lamborghini Cougar. He's in our school, last name Sterling. I know him. Dylan from international business, always in designer. His roommate said he's broke but rolls in late with Gucci bags every night. Translation: they think I'm two-timing a penniless girl with some villa-dwelling matron. Thanks, trolls. That was the sales agent, not a sugar mama. And I've never even beefed with anyone. After stewing forever, I finally got it, Bentley, with Derek quietly fanning the flames. I'd become a meme. The Huangs aren't apex predators, but they're on the Eastbrook map. Why snipe at me? We don't even share a circle. Bentley and I have never met. Still scratching my head, I got a DM from the man himself. Coffee by the campus gate. How considerate, picked a spot 5 minutes from my dorm. You're Dylan? Bentley fired up the second I sat. I answered coldly, eyes sliding past him to the 2 coffees poisoned. No clue how you duped little Sophia, but you two are worlds apart. She's only playing with you. He puffed his chest, suddenly brave. So you're her boyfriend? I lifted a brow. I naturally will be, he blurted, voice cracking classic guilt. Then what right do you have to judge me or ruin my rep? I spaced each word so the slow kid could keep up. How'd you know it was me? With that mouth he wouldn't survive a single episode of Palace Intrigue. Time to let the Huan stock freeze over. I didn't lift a finger. Connor's family PR unit steam cleaned the mess. The culprits got their karma. Perks of having backup. 12 on my chessboard. Derek was the next piece to topple. I nudged events until he had to promise amid drunken cheers to host a weekend bash at his villa. Showtime. That night Derek swaggered back to the dorm announcing he'd grace us with an invitation to his mansion barbecue. He made it sound like charity. Figuring we had nothing to lose and free food to gain, everyone in our dorm agreed to go. The weather was gorgeous, even the birds on the roadside sounded chirpier than usual. I hummed my way over, enjoying the spectacle I was about to watch. When the gates swung open, the whole group froze. Whoa, Ellis, your house is insane. This furniture has to be Italian custom work. Guys, feel this carpet cloud soft. I glanced down at the text from our butler, James, young master, when are you finally moving back? A smirk tugged at my lips. Not planning to, for now. Across the room Derek checked his own phone, grinning wider, probably coordinating with James. I lounged on the sofa while he played tour guide, pouring my wine, raiding my bedroom for souvenirs, and boasting this was all his. Clearly this wasn't his first 5-finger shopping spree, I just owned too much to notice. While they kept ransacking, I messaged James, I'll be at the house in 15. Prep the staff. Then I lifted my eyes, ready for Derek's big finale. He took a call, face draining, and started herding everyone out. Come on, Ellis, we just got here. I dressed up for this. Grumbles everywhere, but Derek only grew more frantic, shoving them toward the door. Sorry, something's come up, I'll make it up to you. They were still protesting when James strode in with a cleanup crew. At the sight of me his complexion went corpse white, thinking I'd returned early. He latched onto me, stammering, young master, listen, you've been gone so long I selfishly let my son borrow the house for a party, my fault, please, forgive this once. He had no idea I'm the roommate Derek's been scamming at school, and he assumed mercy was automatic. His words dropped like a bomb on the hallway full of classmates. Wait, what? I'm lost. This place is Dylan's? But isn't Dylan broke? James yanked Derek forward. Ellis, apologize to the young master now. Derek's cheeks twitched. You've been enjoying the show, huh? The puzzle pieces clicked for everyone. So Ellis is just the butler's kid? He's been faking rich with Dylan's stuff? And he's the one who spread rumors Dylan sells himself to survive. James turned the color of drywall as the chatter grew. Within hours the expose blazed across campus, I didn't have to lift a finger. Derek had hyped himself so loudly that every former fan became a broadcaster. Downside, my own cover blew just as wide. Invitations, please, and paparazzi doubled overnight. Luckily, Sophia was away on an exchange trip, but she'd be back soon, and the debt of explanation weighed on me. Before I could script an apology, we both face-planted out of our disguises. 13 night fell, neon washed the streets. People spilled from offices, hunting pleasure under swirling bar lights. Classic Eastbrook after dark. I stepped out of the Bentley and into the city's grandest ballroom, tonight's host venue. Heirs, heiresses, and Fortune 500 names drifted past, every gesture polished by inherited confidence. My family underwrote the gala. Its purpose was to unveil our new AI concierge system. I'd dressed for battle. I'd just claimed a quiet corner and a canopy when the room hushed. Sophia appeared in a haute couture gown, satellites of admirers orbiting her slow walk. Whispers floated, "That's the Vance heiress, back from overseas. CEO now, she's already running the group. Word is she's obsessed with some slum kid who doesn't know salad forks from dessert." Wait, how did they know that? Sophia's gaze cut through champagne glare and landed on me, magnetic north, every time. I stayed cool, she did not. She rushed over, eyes blazing. "What are you doing here? Did my father threaten you?" Sophia, slow dash, Mason, ignore him. "I'm marrying you, end of discussion. If he bullies you, walk away." So her dad had sniffed out the papa romance and decided on demolition. He'd even sent warm, fatherly texts lately. He'd obviously connected the dots and chosen to watch the farce rather than stop it. I opened my mouth to claim waiter status when the MC boomed, "Let's welcome our CEO, Dylan, to the stage." A spotlight pinned me and Sophia at my side. "Looks like our Sterling and Vance are already negotiating, merger of dynasties, anyone?" The crowd gasped. Two old money houses coupling would ripple through every boardroom in Eastbrook. Our disguises lay in tatters. Later she cornered me, small frame casting long shadows. "So poor you can't afford groceries, huh?" I shrank, but countered, "And you, Vance, patching a leaky roof with spare change?" Soon her father arrived, beaming. "Told you my girl had taste. Welcome to the family, son." Epilogue: the wedding made society pages for weeks. Years later, Max. "You're wearing more ketchup than you ate. Change now." I barked at our 6-year-old. "Easy, husband," Sophia soothed, arms circling my waist. "Daddy, I brought you a daughter-in-law," Max announced. A shy girl peeked from behind him. "This is Chloe, her family's starving, so I'm making her my child bride in training." "Pretty sure that's Davis's daughter, chairman of our supplier conglomerate, starving?" Max shepherded her inside like a miniature CEO. Sophia and I traded smiles, memories of our own charade shimmering between us. Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed the tale, hit like, share with friends, drop your thoughts below, and subscribe for more. See you next story.